it, Darryl! Help on it, Norm! Help! Stuck it! Henry, be ready to rotate back! Rotate back! Darryl! What's this? Back that stuff. Back in motion, stuff.
It is now exactly 12 noon. The draft is officially open. I want to welcome all the fans that are going to join in and help make this draft a success. The first pick is the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers select Irvin Magic Johnson, Michigan State, 6'8", 200 pounds.
For being #1 drafted, first, I was just elated over being that, you know, and I never thought that I would be in an NBA championship. It's like, I mean, it just means so much. You can walk around with your head proud. The whole next year, everywhere you go, the world champion Los Angeles Lakers is coming to town. I mean, it makes you feel good, and it just means so much to me. It's undescribable how much it really means to me, and I would just like to have it. I'm going to go.
Magic Johnson will have to go get it from the champion Seattle Supersonics, who eliminated the Lakers in 1978 and 79. Aiming at another confrontation, the Sonics fly by Portland in the opening round 2-1. In Phoenix, the Suns make excellent use of their home court advantage against Kansas City, as Paul Westphal and Walter Davis frustrate the Kings in Game 3. The Lakers are revved up to meet the challenge from Phoenix. The awesome talents of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are overpowering as the Lakers close out the Suns. While the main man's scoring spree delights the Forum fans, Phoenix coach John McLeod is not of a mood to share the Lakers' glee. An NBA single-game record crowd of more than 40,000 jams the Kingdome as the Sonics and Don Nelson's Milwaukee Bucks clash in the most hotly contested series of the entire playoffs. Lenny Wilkins and his champions stage a gutty comeback to turn a 3-2 deficit into a 7-game triumph. The Western Conference Final is the inevitable matchup with the favored Lakers and the reigning title holders. Los Angeles coach Paul Westhead calls for defense and a running game. The Lakers respond. Lenny Wilkins and the Seattle Sonics will not repeat their heroics of 1 year ago. The Lakers win the West 4-1. In the East, the good doctor is operating as only he can, and that spells trouble for 76ers opponents. Dick Motta and his Bullets were the champs in '78, finalists in '79. Now they're gone in 2 games. The San Antonio Spurs have scoring machine George Gervin primed to outrun Houston. The Iceman pops for 44 points in Game 2. But the Battle of Texas is captured by the balanced Rockets attack 2-1. The NBA's Rookie of the Year, Larry Bird, made this a turnaround season in Boston. The Celtics compiled the best record in the league, and experts are predicting a Boston-Los Angeles final. Coach Bill Fitch has the big green finely tuned, and the Houston Rockets are blown out in 4 straight. In Philadelphia, the 76ers, removed from the spotlight by the Celtics' resurgence, are quietly yet efficiently advancing to a showdown. The feisty Atlanta Hawks just cannot contain the Sixers' front line, and Philadelphia joins Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's the Birdman and his high-flying Celtics against the 76ers, cast in the unfamiliar role of the underdog. But Coach Billy Cunningham's men have a shock in store for Boston. Playing inspired team basketball, the 76ers pull off the upset of the playoffs in convincing fashion, 4 games to 1. It'll be the Philadelphia 76ers against the Los Angeles Lakers for the NBA championship. A surprise? Not to Billy Cunningham.
People think we did sneak up and get to the finals, but I felt that this team was the best team, and I could just see this team coming together as a group. And we have just one objective as a team, and that's to win a championship, and individual goals have been put to the side.
Since 1977, it's occurred to me that it's very stupid to go to the finals and lose. So this year, you know, we're here. We want to win. I want to win very, very badly. And I agree with the international way of thinking that it is the most coveted prize that a basketball player can receive, and I'd like to receive it.
Welcome to the land of movie stars, sunshine, and air that's clearly visible for the opening of the 1980 Championship Series. The world's best are prepared to go head-to-head for the sport's most prestigious title, the National Basketball Association Championship. The 76ers sprint out of the starting gate on the opening tap as Caldwell Jones and Darryl Dawkins team up for a Dawkins dunk.
One out.
Norm Nixon quarterbacks the Lakers, looking for Kareem to spring loose inside. Lionel Hollins, a key addition for the Sixers after Doug Collins was injured, joins forces with Maurice Cheeks for a lightning-quick backcourt tandem. Caldwell Jones heeds Cunningham's advice and jams Michael Cooper as the 76ers cling to a slim lead. The muscle of Jones and Dawkins has denied Kareem the ball, but now the big guy suddenly sheds his defenders and goes into the role that Sixers coach Billy Cunningham dreads. The view from the opposing bench is devastating, and Cunningham tells it exactly like it is.
Kareem is the most dominant force in the game of basketball right now. He's just playing inspired basketball. We have come to the conclusion that we're just not going to be able to contain him.
Kareem's teammate on the front line, Jamal Wilkes, has a first-hand look and double-barreled reasoning.
The man, you know, is rightfully the most valuable player of the NBA. Especially right now, he seems to be so motivated that although it's still a pro game, it's more of a college flavor to it.
Kareem's Game 1 performance is typical. 33 points, 5 assists, 6 block shots, and 14 rebounds. A one-man demolition crew.
Timeout.
You're going to have this man probably open, or you're going to have this man. Now, Bobby.
Those people got to stay out of the lane.
Yeah. Okay, flare to the corner. Right now. Now, the thing, Bobby.
Just hold what's
now, say Darryl gets the ball to Henry, and
Whenever the Sixers threaten, Kareem shuts them off with an effort that Magic Johnson has come to expect and appreciate.
Well, when it's money time, when it's winning time, we do go to Kareem. I don't think it's a better man that had the pressure on him and be put in the situation than Kareem, because 90% of the time he's going to come through with a basket.
Kareem comes through time and again, just like Magic said he would. And the Lakers wrap up game one with a well-earned 7-point victory. Big Daryl Dawkins was plagued by foul trouble in game one. But game two is a different story, as Lakers coach Paul Westhead has seen Double D in a new light. Dawkins' shooting touch fires the Sixers to a sizable early lead. The 76ers can do no wrong as they extend a 16-point margin up to 23 midway through the third quarter. Bobby Jones exemplifies an aggressive defense. Daryl Dawkins triggers an explosive offense with 25 points. Everything is going Philadelphia's way. Dr. J, Julius Erving, keeps a hand in things, and the Sixers are in control with only 12 minutes remaining.
Okay, all right. You know what I mean? Because he's standing facing Kareem. If you go behind him, I can give you a nice one toward the hoop.
Next time down, let's go one out, forward center, Jimmy to Kareem, Magic running, so you got EJ rolling down in the lane. So get this. It's going to be Jimmy passing to you. Magic's already down. You got Silkai and Norman here. When he passes it, Magic's back cutting, then they're splitting. Okay, we're going one out, forward center direct. Run now. On the board. Run. Good job. Doing it on the board.
The sellout crowd urges the Lakers to get back in the hunt. And what better way to initiate that effort than getting the ball to Kareem? Norm Nixon misses, but extraordinary second effort by Jamal Wilkes gives Los Angeles hope. Momentum turns 180 degrees, and the Lakers are pumped up. It's an attempted comeback of gigantic proportion, but Sixers defensive ace Bobby Jones could have almost predicted it.
We knew that they were going to make a run at us. I think we underestimated how powerful they were with their fast break and their explosiveness. And we did take it for granted probably in the fourth quarter that we had the game won. And we didn't continue doing things we had done the whole game. We didn't move the ball offensively. We didn't get back and stop them. And I think it was a combination of those two things that really capsized our ship at the time.
The huge lead shrinks to a single point with half a minute to go. The Forum is pandemonium personified. Billy Cunningham is in Nightmare Alley. Paul Westhead is living a dream. But Bobby Jones shoots over Michael Cooper and saves the game for Philadelphia. The 76ers survive. Billy Cunningham can breathe again and travel back to Philadelphia with the championship series knotted at 1 game apiece. The city of brotherly love, 3,000 miles east of Los Angeles, an historic early American settlement that is revitalized and flourishing anew. The Spectrum fans' response to the national anthem will be their most positive reaction for the day. The Lakers' late rally from Game 2 spills over into the beginning of Game 3. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Jamal Wilkes open up in high gear, and the Sixers are down by 8 points after just 3 minutes and 6 seconds of action. Magic Johnson strips Daryl Dawkins of the ball and sets up Norm Nixon for a wide-open 10-footer. Even Sixers baskets aren't what they appear to be as Caldwell Jones is hit with offensive interference. And Laker misses, infrequent though they may be, are converted into points as Jim Chones rebounds and scores. Murphy's Law is striking Philadelphia. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Billy Cunningham can't believe his eyes. The 76ers are never in it. After erasing the Lakers' home court advantage with a 4-1 victory in the second game, the Sixers come out flat, and the Lakers reclaim it immediately. The 76ers must win Game 4 in the Spectrum, and Billy Cunningham wastes no words.
Or they just get it out in transition. Everybody's got to get back. Everybody's got to do their job. Everybody's got to want it. We haven't shown it. They've wanted it more than we have up to this point. Now we have to start playing basketball. Now let's go. Come on.
Come on, let's dig in now. Come on.
A nip-and-tuck first half has the Lakers on top by 2 points, and the lead continues to seesaw back and forth in the second half. Dawkins makes a super block on Abdul-Jabbar, and Mo Cheeks capitalizes, driving the length of the floor. Bobby Jones blocks Norm Nixon's shot, but Kareem leaves nothing to chance.
Ball, put your goggles back on.
The fourth quarter will decide the issue, and Julius Erving takes matters into his own hands.
In my opinion, Julius Erving is the best forward I've ever seen play the game of basketball.
Billy Cunningham's praise comes from home, but Paul Westhead also recognizes the doctor is unstoppable.
The real problem is that even if you double or triple team him, he has that unusual ability to just jump right over top of people.
With Dr. J leaping all over the Spectrum in a single bound, the 76ers maintain a slight edge in the final minutes. Everyone loves to watch the doctor in full flight, but to Magic Johnson, that can represent a true test of concentration.
Sometimes you get caught watching him, you know, and then I have to smack myself in the face sometimes and say, quit watching him, you got to play against him.
Magic keeps the Lakers close, but Dr. J retaliates with one of his you've got to see it to believe it moves. Bobby Jones, who's seen it all, knows Dr. J's team value.
To have Julius on the court is just a real confidence booster for our team. To know we can go to him at any time, and just to know that things are going to be right because Julius is around.
The Lakers have 6 seconds to produce a mini miracle.
Coming high to the ball. Silk fanning out to the 3-point area. Nice and wide. comes in here to you, Coop. Look to kick it back to Magic. All right?
You got plenty of time.
So we're shooting the three.
Any more time out? No, we don't have no more.
The teams head back to the Forum with the series all tied up.
The series is going to be won by a player making that second effort and perhaps getting a tap in, or somebody diving on the floor and getting a loose ball. So despite all of the great talents on both teams, I think it's probably going to be an effort play that's going to win it.
The Lakers think they're the best, and the Sixers think they're the best in the NBA. And, you know, we have 3 games left to find out who is the best. And, you know, pride is a major factor in this series.
The dictionary refers to pride as delight or satisfaction in one's achievements. To attain the achievement of an NBA title, there will be physical sacrifice that money simply cannot buy. The big men dominate the pivotal game. Dawkins provides a slight first-half advantage. Abdul-Jabbar carries the Lakers back to a tie. Kareem is on a tear, gives the Lakers a 2-point lead, but sustains an ankle injury on the play. With 4 minutes still to play in the third quarter, Kareem is helped off the floor. A crushing blow to the Lakers, and a golden opportunity for the Sixers. But incredibly, Philadelphia fails to capitalize on Kareem's absence. Magic Johnson takes up the slack, and the Lakers stretch their 2-point margin to 8 by the end of the third quarter. Kareem returns to the court with a heavily taped left ankle and is immediately inserted into the lineup for the fourth quarter. The big guy registers 6 quick points. The Los Angeles lead grows to an even dozen. Dr. J will not surrender. Julius takes command of the 76ers offense. In a gallant one-man show, the Doctor scores 16 points in just under 8 minutes. The NBA team title may be on the line, but the final quarter of Game 5 is a personal duel between Dr. J and Kareem. Dr. J's heroics bring the Sixers all the way back. The Lakers set up Kareem for the decisive shot. Kareem's 40 points win it for the Lakers, but he pays the price. His ankle is severely sprained, and he does not make the trip to Philadelphia. 6'8" rookie Magic Johnson lines up to take the center jump. Urban Johnson's the name, and magic is his game on this mystical night. Johnson rolls up 22 first-half points, and the game is dead even. The second half begins with a shockwave of Los Angeles successes. Even without Kareem, the Lakers are dominating the Sixers off the boards, fast breaking with a vengeance and making it look easy. The first 14 points in the third quarter are all on the Los Angeles side of the scoreboard. Are the 76ers finished? Don't dare believe it. The Lakers' spurt has Philadelphia on the ropes, but they fight back to close the gap. Jamal Wilkes, playing his best in the clutch, barrels through on his way to a 37-point night. Johnson double pumps his way to a magical total of 42 points, and the Lakers can pop the champagne. Magic Johnson wins the Most Valuable Player award for the World Championship Series in his rookie season. The Lakers win Game 6 minus Kareem, and the method is pure Hollywood. The Los Angeles Lakers are the champions of basketball.